Welcome, Dadas all over Kenya and East Africa. Thank you for watching us. We are on KBC Channel 1. We come to you every Sunday at 4 p.m. and we are always honored that you'd allow us into your homes to talk to you. I hope you've been keeping safe, social distancing, washing your hands, taking care of your families, and just being mentally, emotionally, and just spiritually well during COVID-19. Today, I want us to talk about how to reinvent yourself. Now, I've been talking a lot about COVID-19 because that's where we are. It's the season we are in. And I'm joined by my fellow Pauline. Paulines are just like that.
Yeah.
Pauline Kinja.
Yes.
And Pauline, I wanted you to share your story because I thought you are one of the most, you responded to COVID in a most prolific way. You decided COVID was not going to get any on you.
Yes.
Yeah? So tell us a bit about yourself.
My name is Pauline Kinja. I was a caterer before COVID. Now after COVID, I'm a grocer, green grocer, cereals and all that. I'm doing grocery, kibanda.
Okay.
Yeah. So before COVID, it was like a smooth, fine.
Yeah. When did you start your catering business?
I started in 2016 June.
Okay.
But it peaked in 2018.
Oh.
August.
So 2019 was your best year.
2019 was my best year, and I thought 2020 would my
So when you were carrying the mwaka,
yeah.
you were 2020, you don't know anything. Mimi ndio huyu.
2020 I knew and I was making it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
we can't
when
complain.
2020 came and COVID, you began to realize what began to change? What did you begin to notice after March?
After March 14th, that is when you stopped working, like doing catering because of the gatherings and all that. So I stayed like for 2 weeks. I stayed for 2 weeks at home, sanitizing, keeping distance and all that. But I thought it's not working for me because I was used to working. Like every weekend I was busy, every day I was busy, meetings and all that. So I thought, no, it's not working. I have to do something. Okay. I started online classes first from my house. I could train on cooking. And I felt like I can't wait up to 3 p.m. so that I can cook. So I needed to maybe like to do something else to keep me busy. That is when now I thought about kibanda.
Okay.
Yes.
So how did the thought of the kibanda come to you? Because this is somebody you are used to catering. You'd cater for events, for weddings, for corporate things. So first of all, how did you even think of, okay, let me ask this. What did you always think of your kibanda woman?
I never saw that I would even have a kibanda because I thought I have a car. I can have my kibanda in my car. So that was the first thing that I thought, why can't I use my car as a kibanda?
Okay.
Yeah.
So your first initial outfit was your car?
First I put my produce in the SQ. It was empty.
Yes.
I decided about it and then I had to get a letter from the authorities. I was given a letter. I went to Nakuru. I didn't even have an idea where I would get the stuff. But I talked to a friend who was in Nakuru as a caterer. She hooked me with another friend. We went to Dodori. We bought viazi. We bought minji. We bought carrots and cabbages. Okay. But remember, I didn't know who I'd sell to.
Yes.
I just came back. I put them in the SQ and decided I'm posting. I took pictures. I started posting. The following day, I went to Marikiti and bought these small stuff like garlic, ginger, and lemon and all those small things. I added to my stock. I started posting and they were responding very well. I was surprised.
Hey.
Yes.
So were they asking you to deliver or they would come? Because I
No.
remember that was in the heart of COVID.
I was delivering.
So you were delivering?
I was delivering, but I had to tell them to sanitize the produce.
Yeah.
Because now you see it was a very sensitive time.
Yeah.
The COVID had just started. So there's no way you could maybe just, people are even fearing to buy the produce.
Yeah.
But trust you me, people are very positive. I delivered. I posted in 3 WhatsApp groups where I was staying before. I was still in the WhatsApp group where I was staying and where my kitchen is, where I used to do catering. So I posted in 3 WhatsApp groups. So I was delivering like maybe, let's say, a quart of langata. Yeah, and people are really responding.
Okay.
Yeah, but after the 5th day, I saw that the produce was going bad. Because you see, I can't meet so many people out there. So I decided I can't keep them here. I've wasted money already. I've used money. I can't maybe just see them get bad. So I just decided to have my kibanda in my car.
So you now move them from their SKU,
Yeah.
you put them in your car, you went and opened the car boot. So
Yes.
you are the people we see on the road.
Yes. We are the people.
You are the people on the road.
Yes. So I just put them in my car. I decided to go and look for a favorite spot to park.
Yeah.
But trust you me, I didn't even know where I am going to park.
Yeah.
I decided, since I'm a resident in this estate where my kitchen is, let me just park here. I talked to the people. They were like, yeah, you can park. There are a few people who knew me. Because they're like, what are you selling in the car? I tell them, I'm selling burger. Oh, they're like, it's okay, you can park here. I parked. I started selling day 1, day 2, day 3. I was still delivering. I was still posting in the groups and I was selling. And people were really buying. I had 4 employees in my kibanda. Yes. And
So now you
enough.
had four people. Some are in the car, some are delivering up and down.
Yes,
Okay.
I had two guys to deliver and 2 ladies to help me sell. So we were 5.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is amazing. So, okay, let me ask you, Pauline. Did you, so this is me thinking, when you opened your car boot, did you feel a bit embarrassed because this is your court? How did you feel? Did it feel a bit,
No. I think I was set for that.
You are?
Yeah, I was.
You are decided you are not?
I was
You are
not
going to feel no
down.
shame or no
Yeah.
fear?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I just sold for 5 days. Maybe I think it was the 6th day or the 5th day. They came to park and there was another car that was parked there.
Of course, yes.
Yeah. So now they called me. Nilikuwa sa soko. I was in the soko.
So now your employees called you to say there's another car already.
Yeah, but they were not selling. They're just parked.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were told so many stories. That car was abandoned there last night. I don't know what. So when I came, I think I went there around 11. I tried to investigate who's the owner of the car. I found out it's the neighbor. So I called her. Actually, I had her number. I called her and asked her, where are you? She was like, why? I told her, we want to park. She was like, please, look for another place. You can't park there. You're messing us. That is our parking and all that. It was on the road and it was on their parking, the shops. So I was so down. I think for 30 minutes, I didn't think straight. I stood there. I talked to people and they were like, if you can't park, because you see, I was stuck. I had this car that is my kibanda, and I came with another car that had the produce from the market.
Yes.
So I had
so
2
now
cars.
you had to,
Yeah, so I didn't even know what to do.
Yeah.
You see, I have produce here. They can't even stay for 3 days without getting bad. So I was a bit stressed, but people came and they were like, why can't you park there, opposite side? Because the owner doesn't use the place. Maybe when the owner comes, we'll talk to the owner. I think I felt like I've been,
Yeah.
I don't even know how to put it, but I felt so bad. I felt like, no, I'm moving from the estate to the Kijiji because where I parked, it was the Kijiji side.
Yeah.
And here, it's the estate. And people, they don't maybe walking, crossing the road, coming to buy from the Kijiji. So our sales went down drastically.
Wow.
For 3-4 days.
Okay.
Yeah, so she stopped parking and my people are like, she didn't park today, can we go park? I told them, no, I think I don't want drama. Let us just say and pray for clients. But we are selling online, only that now the walk-ins were not many because people crossing over to come to our shop, I think it was too much. And you see, when you're coming from the town, you can see the car before you enter the gate. But now you can't see the car because you have to cross over to buy from the other side. I just told them, no, let us just leave it. I was stressed and maybe like for 4 or 5 days, and I just decided, let me just walk the neighborhood and say hi to the people who helped me. You know, the people who told me, just park here. I went to a certain hotel there. I met the lady, and then she was like, hey, Pauline, I felt bad that day. Why did they have to do that? I told her it's okay. She was like, I can give you the number of the owner. You see, I had not asked even for the number before. I was just maybe like mourning.
Yeah.
So I had not even asked for the number. She told me, I can give you her number. You talk to her. Sometimes back I was with her, and she was like, she can let out the shop. Remember that shop had stayed for 4 years. It was rusty. It was a container. When sometimes back the Kijiji caught fire, she was like, maybe I'm fed up. I need to put a container that can't burn. So she put the container there for 4 years without letting out. So I told her, it's okay, just give me a try. She gave me the number, I dialed, and before even I prayed, because I told her I need to pray about this. I'm not even ready to talk to her. Let me go first, pray about it, then I'll call her in the evening. When I was saving before I even prayed, it went through. She called back. You see, now I was saving. So it went through. She called back. She was like, hi, who is it? I told her, my name is Pauline, but I'll call you later. She was like, no, it's a good time to talk. We can talk. Oh, I had not prayed. So I was like, the lady told me, just talk to her. I talked to her, and then I was like, I'm interested in your kibanda. And the lady was parked my car outside your shop because they know people have told you already. And she was like, yeah, I'm aware. Come. I told her, please, when you come, please don't chase me away. She was like, okay, what do you want? I told her that I wanted, if you can give me the shop. She was like, to sell burger. I told her, yes. Are you sure you'll be able to pay the shop with burger? I told her, yes, I think I want to do it differently. She told me, okay, I don't want to promise you that I'll give you the shop, that maybe I'll even get time to come, but let me see how my week is. I'll come. You see, now I was like, there's hope. Yeah, at least she has talked to me.
All a person needs in this life is hope.
There's hope.
Suddenly,
yeah.
You started feeling like you can bounce back.
Yeah, and I called my husband and told him, I have talked to the lady of the kibanda, and I can see there's hope. He was like, are you sure she'll give you the shop? I was like, yeah, I think the way she's talking, anyway, we are connecting. I felt like there was some strong connection.
Yeah.
So he told me, it's okay. And remember, I didn't even have money to pay the shop that time. But I'm looking for a shop because Corona had really messed us.
Yeah.
It is that time I'd gone to China, like the month of November, and my items had landed in January 26.
So you are preparing for 2020,
Yes.
you had gone to China,
Yes.
bought stuff.
Yes, so I didn't have, I can't say I had much money, even in my account. So whatever I had is what I had to use to start now the kibanda. But I was not starting the kibanda, hoping I'll even maybe like get a shop.
Yeah.
My aim was to pass the days as Corona, as Corona
eases out.
Yeah,
Then you can go back to catering.
Then I can go back to catering because I was like, it's 3 weeks, it's maybe 1 month, it's 2 months, but no, it's 5 months without working, So, yeah, I called her the following day. I told her that I have a class at 3. Please let me know what time you're coming because I don't want to miss maybe like the class said, I don't want to miss you when you come. She was like, I don't know, let me try tomorrow 12. No, I was like, okay, I don't think there's hope now because now she has pushed. She doesn't want to tell me when she'll come. She tells me 12. I call her at 12. She tells me, Pauline. First she asked me, who is it?
Again.
Yeah, then I was like, it's me, Pauline. Oh, Pauline, there's so many people who are asking that shop.
What?
I don't even save the numbers. Oh, I got crushed. I told her, but we talked yesterday. You told me that you'd come. She was like, okay, let me see how my week is. I'll come tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, she doesn't come.
Wow.
I go to my class, I do my online cooking class. Then I ask my girl, did she come? She told me, no, there's no one. You see, now we are all stressed because we are outside her shop and we don't know what she's planning, and she thinks she will come, and she didn't even promise to give me the shop. She just told me, I can't promise you, but let me come, we'll see. So now the day after, I kept on pushing her. I called her again. She was like, Pauline, let me come. Hey, you've called me, let me come. Okay, she came. And now I had my truck that was delivering the produce. There's a truck that I was using in catering, so it was just parked outside her shop. I had this other car that was parked, because that time I think we had deliveries that were moving so fast because people are not leaving their houses. People could not go to the shops, to the markets, so they were depending on us. So now she comes with her car. She doesn't even have a place to park. I was like, this one will not give me a shop. But I told my driver, just move the car so that she can get a place. She was like, I'm okay. Let me just park here. And she told me, just come, just enter my car. Then I said, hii shop nimepewa. You see, the way someone, you know, the way you relate with someone, she even will comes in her car, you're like, I was like, 100% she's giving me the shop. So she was like, Pauline, tell me. She didn't even come to the shop. No, she just parked like a few meters away from the shop. But she told me, Pauline, now tell me, what do you want? I told her I want the shop. She was like, are you sure you'll pay my shop? I told her, yes, I'm sure I will. With Boga, she repeated, and I told her, yes. How much? How much is your offer? I knew now this side of Kijiji is not expensive as compared to the other side. I told her that, and she was like, if it was 13, I would have given the shop. Kitambo, so many people have called me, make 15. But I am not making the shop for you. If you want to take it as it is, fine.
So just a container?
Just a container as it is. It was very rusty. It was even raining outside, but we fixed it. She tried to fix it before she gave me. She just told me, I just want to give you a shop that is not raining inside, but rangi, electricity, there was no electricity. There was nothing. It's on you. If you want to take it. I told her, I'll take it. Yeah. But I didn't have all that money. I didn't see all that money because when I asked for a quotation, I was given 250,000.
Wow.
To paint, to brand it, to do all that. I was like, okay. But trust you me, I don't know where the money came from. My husband supported me very much. I'm
sure you did the normal. You built pole pole.
I took 1 month.
Yeah.
I took 1 month because it also had a lot of work to maybe like to rectify. It had a lot of work inside. So I took 1 month. I'm still selling from outside, but now I make it a store. I just made it a store for 1 month. Mpaka was like, I'll pay now, but I'll start using it next month.
Okay.
Yeah. So she was like, fine. Then I'll send you the account number.
So what's the shop called now?
Palde Farm Fresh.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So how big is the shop? Because I know you did such a good job. You put in cereals. It really looks good, and I hope we can get pictures so people can see.
Yeah.
It's a really lovely concept with the buckets, the transparent buckets and everything.
Yeah.
So who came up with the original ideas for how to display the cereals?
We sat down with my designer. Okay. He's very good at what he does, and we came up with the whole now concept. And trust you me, after I posted my first pictures, people came to my shop just to see it. Yeah. Yeah. And I think there's so many shops outside there that look now like
your shop. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now it's an idea. It's something that's being
we gave people ideas.
Okay.
And they really embraced it, and they're still putting up their groceries.
Yeah.
And mentoring, like I have a class. I'm mentoring 50 people
50
now.
people.
Yes, out of the grocery. Yes, out of the grocery idea. I'm mentoring 50 people who are starting up their grocery and also catering. I have a fee for catering and grocery, so like I combine them together because it's more food. You know, yeah. So
for you, what would you say about COVID?
About COVID. It was a stepping stone.
It was a stepping stone.
Yeah, that is what I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has not, maybe it has not been the best time, but trust you me, people are now out of their comfort zones. because without everything is normal. You know, like you wake up, you go to work, you come back, and then you're satisfied. But now that satisfaction is not there anymore. Yeah. You need to have like 2-3 jobs.
So now, for me, my key learning about this COVID story for you is that even if you go back to catering, you now have another income stream.
Yes, and they still need a third one.
And now suddenly you're hungry for more income streams.
Yes, because COVID has taught as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are your big lessons from COVID?
My big lessons in COVID, I would just say, just push on. I mean, like, don't give up. Because if I gave up that time, maybe I would be depressed. Like I say, maybe I would be depressed by now because I was so much used to catering. Catering was my, I think it was my best friend. That is what I can say. It was my everything. I didn't see this coming. But now you see, I was like detached from it, and I was given something else that I needed to embrace. So I think never give up in whatever situations. Yeah.
Pauline, how are you able to turn around so quickly? Because it's been 5 months, and listening to you, somebody can think it's been years. It's only been 5 months. What are the qualities that you think that were for you, that you have as a person, that made you be able to turn such a bad situation? Because many people in catering have not recovered.
Yeah. So many.
They have not recovered.
And
some
they
of
will
them,
not even
in fact,
come back.
They have sold their catering. Some of them are busy selling their catering things.
Yeah.
Some of them have gone up. Let me tell you, some people have gone up country.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know whether it means they'll never come back to Nairobi now. I don't know what the story is.
We don't know, but we just, when in my mentoring class, I'm just encouraging them. Those who are in catering, I'm just encouraging them and telling them we haven't lost all, you know. Like yesterday, the president said that we can now host 100 people. You see, with 15 people, trust you me, so many people were asking for quotations for 15 people, and I was like, where do I start? Because if you cook for 15 people, it means your profit, your everything is gone.
Even how much you'd ask them to pay for the meal, they couldn't possibly afford it.
They couldn't. If you charge them 2,500 per plate, they will choose to go to a hotel. They say they'd rather pay 3,000 in a hotel because they don't value you as a caterer, but they value Sarova, they value Safari Park, you see. They value those ones. But now, after we got the 100 packs,
there's hope.
Yeah, there's
hope. So now
hope.
there's hope even for catering.
There's hope.
Okay.
A big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are the qualities in your character that you think allowed you to be able to leap forward?
For me, I'm a go-getter. That is what I'm saying. I don't take anything like I mean, like if you hit me, I find a way of getting away from it. So that's character first made me what I am. Otherwise, I think by now, we wouldn't even be talking about this. And then I don't fear to start. I'm not afraid of maybe like moving forward. I'm not afraid of starting.
You are never afraid of saying, this has not worked, let me start something new.
No, I'm not afraid.
I also like the fact that when presented with challenges, I like how you respond. You feel bad, but you always seem to think of a way forward.
Yeah, actually, I don't remember that now I was a caterer. Sometimes I even forget that I was one. Yeah, because now you see, I don't cook anymore. I cook for those small people. Like today, I was doing 10 packs. You see, 10 packs. As we used to do big numbers. Yeah. The biggest number I've done 3,000.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, and
so 3,010 people. 10 people is your family.
Yeah, you know. So I'm like, this one I'll cook in an hour or even 1.5, and I'll deliver. You see, like I'm saying, most of the people, they were really hit bad, especially in the events industry. We were crushed. But now, some really found their way out, and others are still stuck there.
They are stuck.
They're stuck there. They don't know what to do. They don't even have food. You know, they don't even know what they're expecting tomorrow. Okay. But what I'll tell people is don't give up. Don't sit down and wait for maybe like Corona to end. We don't know when it is ending. Everyone is in it, you know. So like do something, anything. Sell even bananas. Even if you have 100 shillings, just start with selling bananas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Pauline. We have to go into a break. We're going into a break. We'll be back. We're going to be joined by Maureen. Maureen is from Centomy, and she's going to come and tell us about a little bit about, add to the conversation a bit about entrepreneurship, especially how to repackage and reinvent yourself.
Yes.
When you have lost a business or lost a career. Yeah? Don't go too far. We'll be right back. We are back, and we're talking about business in COVID, entrepreneurship, biashara in COVID. And we've just had a really amazing story. Pauline, Maureen, just give me a second. I am told you, so I was looking at your pictures, and now you're going into juicing.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you now want to make juices to add on to the cereals and the burgers?
I want my shop to be one-stop shop, kitchen. Like anything that you need from there, like for your kitchen, it's there.
Okay.
And I'm also considering the fact that I'm adding some value to the fruits.
Yes,
like
and the vegetables.
Yeah, like you don't need to keep them there like for over 2 days. If you stay with them for over 2 days, you can just make juice, you can make yogurt. I'm making yogurts, I'm making juice, I'm making smoothies. And yeah, I can see it's amazing. The response is amazing.
Maureen, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming. Maureen from Centomy. The reason I didn't ask you to introduce yourself, actually introduce yourself. Maybe somebody missed the other show. So tell us a bit about yourself.
Thank you, Pauline, and it's such an honor to be invited once again. My name is Maureen. I work as the head of personal finance at Centomy. So Centomy is all about helping people create wealth in whatever aspect of their lives they are. If, for example, she's an entrepreneur, we also help them out. If you're in your career, for example, we help you package yourself as a person just to scale up the ladder of your career. And if money is your problem, we are the daktaris. We'll just help you learn how to manage your money.
Daktari wa pesa.
Daktari wa pesa, yes. We'll just simply help you how to manage your money, grow your money, and of course, protect your money.
Okay.
Yes.
Maureen, you've been listening offset. What did you hear?
I'm hearing a lot of creativity and innovation and reinvention.
Creativity, innovation, and invention.
Yes.
Okay. I think the reason I wanted to ask you about this is because for a long time, many people did business because they had no other choice. So you find many people get into biashara because they had no other choice. So they get into it, and I think Kenyans, we are the masters of copycatting. So if it is Uber, we are all in Uber. If it is, if it is, I don't know, I mean, like even Pauline's business, like we don't innovate. Like we'll all open our car boots, sell the same product. So there are like 100 cars on the road now, and everybody is selling. So what I like Pauline because, or I really like her model, because she got into an industry, she thought about it, she got into it, but she made it better. I don't know what your 2 cents are on this.
It's like you've actually said it. She got into the business and added value, so she stood out in her business. And the idea is, if you're, there's business and there's a businessman and there's an entrepreneur. They're 2 different people.
Oh, please tell us what the difference is.
A business person is there to make money, but an entrepreneur is there to leave a legacy and have an impression on people's lives. You always leave an impression. Like you're always living by purpose. That's what an entrepreneur is. And I think she's a very great entrepreneur. The fact that, everybody is selling boga, I agree. And everybody, after COVID happened, we actually opening up our booths to sell mboga, tomatoes. I'm going to Kangundo Road getting onions, and I'm there selling oremali, and I'll sell like everybody else. But you see the difference between that person who brought their car and that person, Mama Mboga, who had their kiosk, vizuri, organized it very well with the bananas, because the first thing you see is a banana and then mbogas. What is the difference? It's just the car. And the kibanda. But what did she do? She added value. That means anybody can walk into that shop. Yeah. The fact that she has organized it. If I was the CEO at Safaricom, I'm not saying this to put down anyone. That's not the idea. But the idea is create your business to stand out. What value proposition are you? Because the idea is, what value are you adding? why should I buy from you and go and buy from the other person?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's what she created. Very, very impressive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Before I come to you, Pauline, I wanted to ask another question. There is a point at which we always say Kenyans are very resilient. I don't know whether we are resilient in the right way, but I love the fact that Pauline was resilient to not just be resilient to stay on, even if she was making nothing, but she was resilient to reinvent herself. I don't know what you would say to that.
Oh, COVID has cost us to become inventors. And that's a very good idea, because the idea is not coming back. Okay, she mentioned that this is not a business she had done before.
Never.
The Mama Mboga,
No,
you know?
no.
She had never done this before.
Did you hear
But
the first one? She went to Dondori. I don't know what she was going to do in Dondori. So her and her friends sit down one
Mama,
day.
is that
they are very frustrated.
Yeah.
So they decide they're going to get cabbages from the farthest place in the universe. So
Who
they
are
drive
your
on,
friends?
they went to Dondori, and then they come back with potatoes and cabbages. Then the first she opens them, her first shop was in her SQ, because I don't know, she was still thinking that people are going to come to her.
Wow.
Many lessons learned.
Yes.
Then I think she had a moment where she realized people are never going to come to her SQ. So she took pictures and sent them. And that is how she moved from her house. So if you look at her mindset, she was still in the mindset that people need to come to her. But it actually then turned into her going to people and eventually her setting up a business outside. For me, I think I see so many really interesting things, but I want to hear from that story. I see her ability to quickly respond, to learn very fast, to change very quickly, to invent herself, to have lots of hope. I mean, there's a part of that story that's so sad. There's some what are they called? This hater. A hater has. There's a part of the story where there's a hater.
Yeah.
I love her response to the hater. So I don't know what you hear.
Wow. It's really amazing, because businesses are now moving to where the clients are. If you wait for clients to come to you, it's no longer working. Gone are the days when banks would wait for you to come into a bank, open a bank account, and then that's done.
I can't even remember the last time I was in a bank.
Can you imagine who goes to the bank? We all have mobile phones that have applications that can enable you open up an account. So times have changed. She sat down and she realized, you know what? I need to deconstruct my business. Of course, she seems like a person who understood every aspect of our business, and every entrepreneur needs to do that. Just understand what makes part of your business. Yeah, for her, of course, it is delivering value in terms of providing vegetables and cereals to clients. So that still remains. Her supply chain has not changed. They are still there. What changes is channels in which she can reach her clientele. And there's something that we use for training called the business canvas model, and it has 9 parts. So we have the part where you state where your value proposition, what your value proposition is. Then you state what your clients are, your client segment. Because I'm sure for her, she's in Langata. She's like, who lives in Langata? Of course, young people who live in SQs live in Langata. People who own houses live in Langata. So that means from middle class all the way to the highest class, yes, and allow me to say so. So that means for her to have even situated her business there, she understood her client very well. So now, how do I deliver this to my client? My clients are never roaming in the estate looking for where to buy the cheapest mboga or what. She figured, these guys can be found on the internet through one of the social media platforms. And that's when she went ahead and decided to market on WhatsApp. And you know what? Businesses are being marketed online right now rapidly, more than word of mouth. How many people are you able to reach through word of mouth? Very few. But social media is working wonders. Working wonders.
Pauline, why was it important for you to have a stylish shop?
I needed to stand
Because I'm thinking to myself, you had your lorry, your car. Why was it important for you to have a stylish shop?
I needed to stand out.
Yeah.
And I needed the people in Langata, because at least the people that I'm dealing with, they are not just kawaida people. I need them to see that there is a place I can buy. Yeah.
Especially because now you had been moved to the
the other side.
So she went and moved to the side. So this is a learning for me on location from Pauline Kinja. I will never forget. So on this side of the road is the middle class demographic. On this other side of the road is the Kijiji. So she's forced to move to the Kijiji side. But the wonderful thing is that the Kijiji side, there's an opportunity to own to put a shop in a container.
Yes, so there's cheap rent.
So there's cheap rent, but she has to stand out to get the people from the other side of the road.
Yeah.
So she opens the shop, but she invests heavily in designing the shop.
Yeah.
Pauline, did you have business education, or was this just you at home and your entrepreneurship is kicking in? Because, let me tell you, there are people who are born entrepreneurs, and these things they do without understanding the theory behind it. Yes. Did you sit down with somebody? Did you have a course? How did this come about?
I didn't sit down with anyone. I didn't even maybe realize that I'll make an impact in the society.
Yeah.
I was just doing it as an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was you sleeping at night and thinking, this is how I'm going to solve my problem.
Yes.
And so you wake up and you come up with this problem solving.
Yes.
Okay.
Creativity at work.
Yeah.
Wow.
I love it. I love the fact that she was just trying to solve her current problems, and that is the reason why. So as entrepreneurs, you're teaching a lot of entrepreneurs now. What are some of the generic things that are coming up, especially with COVID-19, Maureen?
All right, that clients are no longer, okay, all of us, most of us are working from home. We are working from home ourselves. So how do we deliver what we have to our clients? That is one thing that we need to figure out. The channels of delivery have really changed. And so you look at what will work for you. If it's doing classes via Zoom, then that's it. That's how you're going to do it. You need to be technology savvy. And sometimes you don't even have to do it. Getting a person who's able to develop a system that will help you just ensure that you're still delivering value to your clients, that would really work. Okay. Number two, you need to listen to what your clients are saying, yeah? Just listen keenly to what your clients are saying. Because sometimes you might have everything that is, for you, everything is working, you have the quality stuff, but what are your clients saying? Are they saying, perhaps this is too expensive for me? Are there alternatives, for example? Because alternatives is also one way. Once you deconstruct your business, you go to the imagination stage. Imagination stage is whereby you look at everything that you have and start looking for alternatives. Alternatives. And as a business person, I like the fact that she said also that yes, as a grocery shop, it's likely for you to experience losses when every fresh thing is not sold out by the end of the day. So what does she do? She thinks of how to reinvent this fresh stuff into something that can still be consumed. Yeah. So she goes ahead and starts preparing juices, and she also has yogurt. Number 3, people do not want to get tired.
Yeah. We are in the era of convenience.
I'm putting on a mask the whole day. So that means I don't want to get home or go to a soko. Then because I'm putting on a mask, I have to go buy my waruzia. I have to go to that cereal shop and buy my cereals. She's offering a one-stop shop for everything you need in the kitchen.
With delivery.
She also has delivery. And that is what people need. Amazing. This girl she's a real entrepreneur.
She's a real entrepreneur.
She is an entrepreneur. Okay. So the idea is, apart from, just sell, what extra mile are you willing to go just to ensure that you're delivering value without necessarily increasing your costs, for example? Yes.
Maureen, are entrepreneurs born or are they made?
They're created.
They're created.
Yes.
But then there's the occasional Pauline who comes on the scene.
Yeah.
Who is operating from her gut.
Yes. Because
and is doing things, just from her gut.
And she has not gone to school.
And she hasn't really thought, she's not doing it from a theory. But can we recreate Pauline?
Yes, we can.
We can.
Yes, we
can. Using the 9 steps of entrepreneurship or whatever they are.
They're not really 9 steps. And some of the things that keep all entrepreneurs back. Because you might be an entrepreneur, but you do not know. But because of fear. Yeah. Fear keeps us back. And one of the first module that we handle at Centomy for the entrepreneurship program is fear. How do you deal with fear? Okay. If you were to go all out and put all your resources out, what do you have to lose?
Yeah.
Because we are always afraid.
Yeah.
There's so many opportunities in the businesses that we have.
Yeah.
But because of fear, we are not able to just step out and launch out, you know, because there's so many opportunities. Yes.
Pauline, I wanted to ask this. You talked about your husband. I think this is a time to give him a nice plug. You do need support as an entrepreneur, do you? What part does your husband and your family play in your business? What part do they play?
Husbands or my husband?
Your husband, no, your husband, your particular one. So I was talking about family. Oh no, your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, my husband.
you only have one, eh? You
Yes.
must introduce yourself. My name is Pauline Kinja. Mimi ni bibi wa bwana mume mwana mume mmoja.
Yeah, my husband really supports me. He supported me from the word go. Even when I told him that I will sell burger, at first he laughed. It was like, from catering to burger. I told him yes, because I can't sit here. If I sit down, I was not lacking anything. I was not lacking maybe anything in terms of food, like shelter.
You were well
that.
taken care of.
Yeah, I was. But again, I cannot sit down. I don't have that, maybe like, you know, I'm not that person that will sit down and wait for the day to elapse, and then in the evening I'm still there. I know. So I told him I was selling burger. He started laughing. I was like, okay. And then later, I think he realized, no, what are you doing? When I was in the SQ, he was like, the produce were going bad. Because I told you when I stayed for 4 days, I was like, no, maybe I'm losing my money. But I have these children, so now, before they go bad, I make sure that I take to them. Because now I can't eat. It's a lot. Even now, there are times that we take to them and they're really happy. I just told her that now since catering stopped.
So now you even have a CSR.
Yes, I have.
So how many employees do you now have?
I have 5.
5 employees.
Yeah, but they are my same staff from catering.
Okay.
My permanent staff from catering.
Okay.
They moved with me. They supported me. They really supported me, and I gave them half salary. I was like, if you're willing to support me, like to move with me to sell burger, I can only consider you for half a salary, because now things are not good. But you can imagine a kibanda with 5 employees. You can imagine.
That is amazing.
Yeah. So let me say he supports me a lot. He takes me to soccer. Yes. Like we wake up at 5 a.m. to Nenda soccer. We shop, we go back. He leaves like everything, maybe dropped everything, and then he goes back to his work. Then, yeah, he really supports me a lot.
Because I think women, if we don't have support at home, our entrepreneurship ventures many times will collapse. So that's why I asked that question. It's a very important question for women. Before you go into big projects, you do need to consider where your family is at, where your support will come from, because you will need support. You have said you had support from your family, from your husband. Your husband is actually one of the people who must support you. If he doesn't support you, it will probably collapse. Your children, if you have any, your staff from your other business, they supported you. They agreed to come and work for half pay.
They really supported me.
And with them, you didn't begin a new relationship. You were able to begin from somewhere. So you're not beginning with whatever. The other thing I wanted to talk about just before that is there's a stigma associated with Mama Mboga.
Yeah.
She keeps saying people laugh. Maureen, we are a society that has believed in white collar work.
Yes.
Yeah? Going to offices, wearing suits, I don't know. Even when it's catering is a bit better than Mama Mboga. Really, to be honest, what we are doing is adding value to food. But you see, a caterer is a bit more, you know, because they... What do you think about us? How do you have to change our mind towards blue-collar work?
I wouldn't want to say, quote unquote, that an employee is less of an... If you want to compare them with an employer. But the real truth or the real deal here is entrepreneurs see problems and they seek to solve problems. So that's their main goal. Yes, she's at Langata at a in the middle of upper and lower class. But here she creates a very, like that aha shop when you just pass by, like, no, I need to check out what this is. And she's, somebody else would have just decided, since this place looks like this, I wouldn't mind even fitting in,
Yeah.
But she did not fit in. She decided to solve a problem by ensuring that she creates something that stands out.
Yeah.
The other thing is she has created jobs.
5 jobs.
5 jobs
In COVID.
during COVID season. Who's employing during COVID? People are laying people off.
Huge companies are laying people off.
Yeah, yes, people are
Pauline
being
is
laid off.
employing people.
She's
and
employing
soon
people.
she has this whole juicing thing. I'm sure she'll have some other people there.
Exactly. And the other thing that I will just add on the table is, this is not from class, of course. If you bring your money from Mama Mboga Kule, I bring my 100 shillings from the garage.
They're the same.
I come from my money from, probably I'm working for a big blue chip company, and we put it here on the table. Will you be able to identify that this is from Mama Mboga? At the end of the day, we are putting something in the pocket. But what I value most about entrepreneurs is they solve a problem and they create employment, which is very key. Apart from that, look at what she's done. She goes ahead and continues doing the CSR work.
Yes.
That very many, like if we were to do that as an employee, I'd need so many people to do that.
Yeah.
But she even goes beyond and stops thinking about me, my money, my employees, and she thinks about this other person who's going to benefit from this business. Yes.
I'm really excited about that, Pauline. I'm excited about the fact that you took a business like Mama Mboga that we've taken for granted for a very long time. And nobody wants to be a mama. Listen, when people talk about bad jobs, they say, why utakuwa Mama Mboga? Isn't it?
But then I had a kibanda.
Mama Samaki,
I had a kibanda once, by the come to think of it.
Oh, you did?
I did have a kibanda.
Okay. Were you selling it? Were you the
I
one?
was selling it, but at around 4, I was supposed to have reported to work.
Okay.
So I used to work in shifts.
Okay.
So I'd go to the Marikiti very early in the morning. Of course, I didn't have a car. So of course I'd put on a kitamba on my head, a very big jacket, and I'd carry a sack on my back. And I'd sell mboga. But at the end of the day, I was able to put food on my table.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was not
think
borrowing
that's
in from. I had Denny's in shops, yes, but I was able to clear the debts. Yes.
I think what is also exciting for me about that is that you've taken Mama Mboga forward.
Imagine.
You see, because many of us, we dumb down Mama Mboga. I think when you take Mama Mboga and you take her, you style her up, Mama Mboga is an amazing enterprise
It is.
that you can add lots of value to.
It is.
So I think for me, that's another thing that I would like to say kudos to you. For look, if you walked into the room between all of us, who would say you're the Mama Mboga? I really am the one.
Pauline.
Nobody looks, to be honest, she doesn't look like a Mama Mboga.
she doesn't.
She doesn't look like a Mama Mboga.
I agree.
So thank you very much for making Mama Mboga look stylish. And I think it's good for our kids because our kids are able to see that you can run a business that is what you call, traditional Mama Samaki, but you're making money
Yeah.
and you look good and you can make the business premises look good and you can have employees. I think that's great. That's for me, that's a great story.
It is.
So I really wanted to take a parting shot from you, Pauline. Any parting shots? Any parting thoughts?
Oh, out there, I tell people, usichague kazi. That is what I can say. Because if you choose maybe like what you need to do, you'll die poor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like if you want to start something, just keep the fear away and start. I mean, like don't say I'll start tomorrow, I'll start the day after tomorrow. Ama wacha nione vile itakuwa. There's no better time to start business. The better time to start business is now. Now that you're set for it. Start when you can and start now.
And start with what you have.
Start with what you have. Anything. I started with very small money. I started with 70,000. But trust you me now, money has worked in that kibanda.
Wow.
Yeah.
70,000. She's talking big money for Mama Mboga. Mama Mboga was 70,000. Yes, Maureen.
I'm still trying to digest.
Yeah.
But there's something you mentioned, Pauline, about children.
Yeah.
Very key. Our mindsets are built or are crafted from our tender age. Let's teach our children to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's teach them that money is worked for.
Yeah.
And that there's sometimes you can even start with nothing. I know
Yeah.
people don't have, maybe people are looking at us and wondering and maybe thinking we are going to give them solutions. If you have a service, go and offer.
It's
Go and
true.
offer it for free. If you, there's a lady on social media, she does also cooking. She's a caterer. She's called Mama Kebobo.
I know.
You know Mama
Yeah.
Kebobo. She has a certain, I know this lady when she started off, she has a degree in BCom and when she started up, she realized she has a passion in cooking. And because she had a passion in cooking, today as we speak, sometimes she gets very big tenders. I don't want to mention the figures, but up to about 7, those are 7 figures.
7 figures. Millions.
Yeah.
Millions are 7 figures.
Because she decided, no, I don't fit in the office. Why can't I just go ahead and use the skill? A skill that she did not learn in school, but something that she learned and she enjoyed doing it. And she turned it into a very big business. So start with what you have. And sometimes what you have is not even money in liquid. Present your case. Give that elevator pitch. And who knows, you'll be the next big entrepreneur in the country. And offering jobs to millions, giving hope to so many she's mentoring, as much as she's training.
mentoring
We have not even mentioned
We
about
haven't
that.
even mentioned that she's mentoring 50 people.
Yes.
50 people who want to get into a
And
business.
do you know how many lives are those? For example, if those 50 people had a husband and children involved, times 3 or times 4 of that.
Pauline, congratulations. I
Thank
am
you
so
so
proud of you.
much.
I am truly, truly proud of you.
Thank
Please
you.
keep up the good work. I hope that next year, 2021, you will come back on this show and you will be doing, now you'll be doing regional stuff,
I
national
know.
and regional stuff. I am so excited for you.
Thank
You are you turned such a crisis into an opportunity. Yeah, and for that, we are truly grateful.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maureen, for coming as always.
Thank you, Pauline.
Pass
I
our
do
regards to
appreciate.
Centomy
I will.
and tell them that just to keep up the good work.
Thank you.
I always say that the one thing women have to sort out is we have to sort out our relationships and sort out our money.
Oh, important.
Yeah, once we sort those 2 things out, we can shine. Then
It's
we can
true.
have nice hairstyles and nice nails.
It's true.
So with those few remarks, I leave you with these words that reinvent, innovate, create. Yeah? Do not be a copycat. God did not make you a clown. You are different, you are unique. And you can do amazing things if you go out there. Do not be afraid. Jump. It's better to fall forward. Have a great week. Baraka.